Each year, I welcome the opportunity to share the successes of the Catholic District School Board of Eastern Ontario through the Director's Annual Report. This year, the Board has been very fortunate, and we are excited to celebrate our successes in achieving literacy of all, living our Catholic faith, and making resources matter. Our vision and mission continue to guide our goals, initiatives, and ultimately the exceptional programs offered to our students. One particularly exciting highlight of the 2015-2016 year was the expansion of the Board's International Education Program, which brought international students from around the globe to study in the Catholic District School Board of Eastern Ontario schools. Beginning in September 2016, the Board will welcome 71 students from 9 countries studying in 14 schools. Staff and students are very excited to welcome these international students to their schools and communities. The international program is an opportunity for students from across the globe to enjoy the benefits of a first-class Catholic education system. The program also provides our own students with the opportunity to benefit from the daily interactions with international students. It is our hope that this program will bring a global perspective into the classroom and help promote diversity and foster cultural awareness. Throughout its history, the Catholic District School Board of Eastern Ontario has championed the involvement of community partners to assist in the development of meaningful educational programs and enriching opportunities for our students in programs such as the Specialist, High School Majors, Ontario Youth Apprenticeship Programs, and the Cooperative Education Program. In addition, the Board has seen much growth and success with the Personal Support Worker Program this past year. Partnerships play an important role in many CDSBEO initiatives, and each partner has a unique and extremely valuable contribution to our school programs. I would like to thank Archbishop O'Brien and Archbishop Prendergast for their vital and continued support. Partnerships with our diocese are important elements of our faith-filled learning community. Our commitment to our learners can be attested through all of our initiatives, and we aspire to help all students reach their potential and feel supported by their peers, teachers, support staff, and those in our Catholic school community.
The CDSBEO operates 42 schools that provide quality Catholic education to over 12,800 students. The Board employs 867 full-time equivalent elementary and secondary teachers, as well as 548 support staff, including principals, educational assistants, student support workers, early childhood educators, school office support, custodial and maintenance staff, board administration, computer and library technicians, and other professional staff employees.
The CDSBEO is excited to continue with the implementation of the new religious education program, Growing in Faith, Growing in Christ. In September 2016, the new program was implemented in all grade 3 classrooms, and teachers received training on its delivery. The Board is proud to support social justice initiatives through the ongoing annual Guatemala and Dominican Republic mission trip, experiences for secondary learners, along with the Sandy Lake First Nation exposure trip. This year also saw the successful launch of the Grade 5 Beacons of Faith conferences, aimed at inspiring young learners through the workshops on leadership led by senior high school students and inspired by Catholic social teaching and prominent social justice advocates.
CDSBEO schools continue in their mission of social justice through many fundraising initiatives. The Board's Good Samaritans Trust Fund continues to offer support to students and families in our systems for various needs not covered by existing charity organizations. The largest fundraiser, the Good Samaritan Trust Fund annual golf tournament and silent auction, brought in over $23,000 in total. The fund received more than $52,500.
Notable school fundraising initiatives include the Relay for Life at St. John Catholic High School, which raised $56,000 for cancer research, as well as the annual board-wide Defeat Depression campaign, which raised over $16,000 for the local mental health organization and the Mood Disorders Society of Canada.
Parent Involvement Committee, PIC, sponsored an evening with Dr. Jean Clinton on Monday, April 4th, 2016. Dr. Clinton is a renowned professor in children's mental health issues and advisor to the Premier on mental health and wellness. The event was held at St. Michael Catholic High School in Kemptville and webcast to Notre Dame Catholic High School in Carleton Place, St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic High School in Russell, and St. Joseph Catholic Secondary School in Cornwall. The presentation and discussion focused on child development and the early signs of anxiety manifesting in a problematic way. Practical tools were provided to parents and teachers to help children and youth develop strategies to cope with anxiety.
CDSBEO continues to foster a collaborative new learning environment for all students and staff.
Our collaborative learning networks engage school teams, administrators, consultants, and supervisory officers in developing strong school and board improvement plans that are connected to curriculum, school culture, and student achievement. We remain steadfast in supporting our learners in the areas of literacy and numeracy through strong pedagogy and professional collaboration. As we continue to support students in the primary grades, inquiry-based learning remains a strong focus in all classrooms as students see and make purposeful connections to real-world problems. The junior and intermediate numeracy teams worked collaboratively to create and analyze curriculum and to develop a continuum of learning to guide mathematics instruction.
Pedagogical documentation. The process of asking our early years educators to make purposeful links between teaching, understanding, curriculum expectations, assessment, and evaluation was a priority for student learning and staff development in the 2015-2016 school year. This research-based direction has been a major contributor in increasing staff capacity in the art and science of how our students aged 3 to 8 learn.
First Nation, Métis, and Inuit education is a key priority for the CDSBEO. We continue to support student achievement and wellness for all Indigenous students in addition to building capacity around Indigenous culture and awareness for all members of the CDSBEO community. Successful initiatives from past years were maintained and will continue to be maintained, such as Indigenous student support, which provides tutors for self-identified students who are achieving below the provincial standard. Other initiatives include Indigenous role models in the classroom, which have expanded to include our secondary schools. The CDSBEO has also supported Walking with Our Sisters and the 16th annual Akwesasne Powwow. New initiatives for 2015-2016 included participation in the Indigenous Collaborative Inquiry under the direction of Dr. Suzanne Dion of York University. The inquiry investigated what impact on board-wide Indigenous Education Day would have on creating greater awareness of Indigenous culture. All CDSBEO schools participated in celebrating Indigenous culture and began the day with a liturgy where each school was gifted with a medicine wheel and symbolic banner and funds for Indigenous facilitators.
The Special Education Department has worked to build the capacity of school teams as they strive to raise the achievement and close the gaps for all students, and especially those with special needs, by focusing on a tiered model of support that identifies actions that are good for all, necessary for some, and essential for a few. This approach was supported through the effective use of assistive technology and through the implementation of the Bully Prevention and Intervention Plan, as well as through the supporting and enhancing the Possibilities Framework, which was shared with staff. The approach highlights the power of strength-based skill building to ensure that students are reaching their full potential. School teams were supported by educators and professional staff from the speech and language, psychology, and behavior departments. Through consultations, each of these support roles work to build the capacity of school teams and provide assessments, individual education plans, interventions, and essential links to community partners.
Educational assistants and student support workers continue to consolidate their applied behavior analysis and assistive technology skills through web-based and hands-on training opportunities. Grade 1 and kindergarten teachers participated in networking sessions to develop and share exemplary practices to help empower struggling students through effective strategies. The board has worked closely with SEAC and partners to support parental involvement and to review programs and resources to meet students' needs.
The board has continued to expand and develop resources that help support positive mental health for students and staff. A Building Resilient Students with Positive Mental Health flipbook was developed and provided to each staff member. The resource strategies to create a culture of belonging, fostering caring relationships, encouraging meaningful engagement, establishing and meeting expectations, and promoting health responses. Schools and board resiliency action plans were created based on surveys completed by grade 3 to 12 students. Each school also participated in the Defeat Depression and Elephant in the Room campaign, sponsored by the Mood Disorders Society of Canada.
CDSBEO schools and workplaces continue their evolution to be more equitable and inclusive environment. Student representatives from local high schools attended training on their principles of equity, diversity, and inclusion with a specific focus on developing their abilities to take on leadership for social change. School teams continue to utilize the equity continuum to determine areas that require additional focus. Schools set goals within their school improvement plans to address these areas of need. Further training of school administrators and student leaders will be ongoing for 2016-2017.
CDSBEO has once again outperformed provincial results in reading, writing, and mathematics. In particular, primary writing and junior reading and writing have surpassed the provincial target of 75%. At the secondary level, the academic and applied math results continue to outperform the provincial averages. Our students writing the Ontario Secondary School Literacy Test also continue to show a high rate of success. The board remains focused on its financial goals around making resources matter and being fiscally responsible. KPMG LLP present their unqualified auditor's report to the Board of Trustees, and the Board of Trustees approved the 2015-2016 financial statements on November 1st. These statements were compliant with various ministries of education enveloping provisions, the Education Act and ministry regulations. The total expenditures for the 2015-2016 school year were over $173.3 million.
During the 2015-2016 school year, the Student Senate took on responsibility for the Just Us Youth Day, which was held in November. Student trustee Thomas Mooney served as the MC for this day and coordinated the Student Senate, who helped organize the event. The theme of Ignite the Light of Justice served as a basis to many inspiring presenters and workshops. Trustee Mooney was also particularly interested in assistive technology for students and was a champion for that cause during his term. The student trustee for the 2016-2017 school year is St. Mary Catholic High School student Alexa Meeson. Trustee Meeson plans to maintain a strong focus on youth mental health during her term as student trustee and also to focus on cultivating deeper student involvement in school and board social justice initiatives. Trustee Meeson also plans to put a special focus on creating a community atmosphere among the students across the board, therefore igniting one light together. A distinctive effort will also be placed on student awareness of the CDSBEO's own Good Samaritan Trust Fund.
I'm extremely proud of the great things that the Catholic District School Board of Eastern Ontario accomplishes each and every day. I, along with senior administration, look forward to continuing to serve the students and parents of our board.